Note the clock does not work. It's been disconnected. And that switch you see in the upper right is a manual fan switch. The temperature sensor on the radiator has gone out a few times, and so we've just replaced it with the manual fan switch. Just the current mileage today, 84,513. Overdrive works. You can see the carpet is still actually in pretty good shape on the passenger side. Couple things to point out on the engine. This wire here is the manual fan control, the switch I showed earlier. This is the sensor that always seems to give out, so I don't even rely on it anymore. I just use the switch. Relatively new alternator put in the end of '08. Works really well. You can see just a little oil weeping out of there on the bottom, but that doesn't really drip. The only drip onto the floor is from, as I mentioned, the rear main seal in the overdrive. Here's a good view of the carburetor that was rebuilt last year. It does require some tinkering with, most likely as a result of that catalytic converter on there. It gets really hot, as you can see. Well, you may not be able to see, but the heat shield that was originally designed for this car has somewhat disintegrated. So someone with some time and patience could probably put in a new heat shield. I haven't been able to find one for sale, so you'd probably have to make one. And that might help with keeping the carburetor in tune. Should also mention the windshield wipers do work, but the washer fluid doesn't. The motor runs, but I think the line is clogged somewhere because no water comes out. But I don't really drive it much in the rain anyhow. I do have the shield that goes underneath here where you can see down to the ground. It's just off right now. But I can put that back on or give it to you as part of the rest of the parts. And there you go. And you can check out the other videos of the engine actually running. Another view underneath, looking up at the overdrive. The car leaks in two places. One is from the overdrive that I'm looking at right now, and the other is the rear main seal. Has a small drip, and I'll post a picture of what it looks like after a day's worth of driving when it's warm. But it's not too much. It is a little dirty under here because of those leaks, but nothing uncommon for a B. Here's a view of the muffler that was installed about a year and a half ago. You can also see, if I can get in there, the air shocks. At least you can see the bottom of one there. I had removed the original rear shocks. I do have those if anybody wanted to rebuild them, but there are currently air shocks installed today. And one more quick walk around with the top up. The windows on the top are in good shape. The only problems are this small rip that I noted in the photos. This was caught when closing at one time. And another problem is this snap here is gone. It got caught at the door and broke off. But other than that, the top's in good shape. Okay, there you go.